Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. And today we're going to take a look at Top Model Luluca preview. As always, I'm doing these videos today for this release different than usual. If you like it all smashed into one video with less in-depth analysis, let me know. And if you like them all like this, separated with a little bit of everything and a little more in-depth talking about each specific topic, let me know as well in the comments below. I'd really like to know. And let's go, I guess. This is going to be Luluca. Everybody was expecting Sigrid, but it's not Sigrid, it's Luluca. And let's watch some of the video here. I'm going to pause as we go. And we've already watched the video, but it's so great that it doesn't even matter. Frida Wolf number 2, actually. Second best boy yet.
Perfect. I've been waiting to try out these new clothes. Oh my gosh, did you want my auto? Wait, there's something on my clothes? No, I just bought these.
It's amazing. She's amazing. Everything is amazing. I love Luluca's design. And they nailed it. They nailed her design. They nailed the floating. They nailed the sitting animation. They nailed everything. So we can see here, let's go to her stat page. Actually, no, screw her stat page. Let's go to the important part first, which is her expressions and voices, because that's what I want to see. Upset. That's all you're going to show me? Come on. Come the heck on. So here are her stats. She's 1228 attack, a ridiculously high attack, 4370 health, which is very, very low, 662 defense, which is actually very, very high for a DPS and very good for reasons we'll see in a second as well. 115 speed, which is also incredibly high, 27% base crit chance, which is insane. And that's bonkers. It's really, really insane base stats. One of the best I've seen in a long time, IMO, especially just everything. So let's talk about her. We've got the imprint concentration as well, which is 18% attack, which is massive again with her huge base attack there. As a side note, before we go in, a lot of people are asking whether or not you should summon for her already. Nobody knows. We can't really tell until the character is out and we try them out for a while. So always take information like this in every video you see telling you to summon or not summon with like a grain of salt until we actually see results and actuality how they work, because sometimes in theory doesn't actually work out in actuality. So just getting that out of the way here, we'll take a look at her abilities. Top Model Luluca's victory pose is bonkers. This is her skill 2. It increases combat readiness of all allies by 15% with Molagoras, and increases the attack of the caster for 2 turns, and also grants the caster an extra turn. And this is a 5-turn cooldown down to 4-turn cooldown with Molagora, essentially down to a 3-turn cooldown with the extra turn as well. So insane self-buffing, insane combat readiness boost to all allies, just really, 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 really insane skill 2, especially when you combine this with her skill 3 as well. And we'll watch this right here. Oh, so cool. And after she's buffed herself with self-attack, you then have Demolish, which is something that I think might solve a lot of problems. So she transcends cosmic space to attack the enemy with dimensional energy before granting the caster stealth for 2 turns. When the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction and increases the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn. And also damage increases proportionate to the caster's speed. And this is on a 4-turn cooldown as well. And it's really, really good single target ability. Kind of like what Melissa wished she would be. And the other thing is, this is on kill, so you obviously have to kill to get extinction. But consider she has 1244 or whatever base attack. And she's got attack buff when she does this. This is going to kill pretty much everything, I think. She is a mage as well, so she's got tons of damage increasing or debuff inducing artifacts, especially if you have a debuffer ahead of time. You can always do something like Caladra or Portrait, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Overall, this is an insane combination, I think, and her 1-2 is just fantastic. But one of the parts I'm actually most excited for about Top Model Luluca in terms of her skill set is her skill 1, and that is Energy Blast. So it has a 40% chance to grant an extra attack with the same skill, and with a Soul Burn, she has a chance, not a chance, she has a 100% chance to do this. And this ignores damage sharing effects, which is really, really, really bonkers. So she's going to be able to handle things like Rylet, like Arbiter Vildred, like all those things with Extinction, no problem whatsoever. And on top of that, she's going to be able to then handle the other things like SSB with damage sharing, no problem with a burn after. So really insanely impressed with her kit. And I think potentially doing stuff like having her out first, starting off with skill 2 into skill 3, into Oxlots onto her, into burnt skill 1, killing 2 targets is just going to be super, super, super great. And I'm really happy with her skill set. As for whether or not you should pull, like I said, you gotta wait and find out. I will be pulling her. I'll triple S plus 15 her the day she comes out. If I have to buy Mystic Metals, I will. That's how much I'm excited for this. And yeah, I plan to build her faster than most Rylet. So I would say I want to have her at around 230, 240 speed at a minimum, because I don't think she's going to need too much damage to get the kill, especially if you have something like Portrait as an artifact. And also, if you end up doing something, you probably shouldn't, but you could end up doing something like Etika's Scepter even as well to cycle the turns so much more. Like imagine skill 2ing, getting an extra turn, cycling again with Etika's Scepter, and skill 3ing, and then you go proc Etika's again, you can already skill 2, skill 3 again. So there's huge potential with her skill set here with the low cooldowns mixed in with the extra turns. So absolutely really good skill set, but there's a catch, and there's always a catch, and that catch to me is she is a mage with 4,000 HP, and that is really, really squishy. But she has this very, very useful thing in front of her, which is 2 turns of stealth. That is amazing, and I think that's going to be enough to protect her as well. Also, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to build her faster than Rylet, because you can proc skill 2, skill 3, maybe kill an Arby or somebody else, and then you're stealthed and cannot be targeted by the Rylet afterwards. And then even if you get unlucky with misses, maybe a burn skill 1 should be able to punish that Rylet and finish him off. So just overall, I really, 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 really love this unit. I do think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be good for a mix of modes. Obviously PvP, especially considering her skill 1 does not work on enemy boss monsters, so you're not going to be getting that. But I expect her to do tons of damage. I expect her to be really disruptive. I expect her to be a pocket pick like Ache Holly, but potentially better. I expect her to be great in Guild War offense. I expect her to be maybe good enough on defense, because she is fast and she protects herself, which is great. So overall, I'm very, very happy with her. I will be pulling for her. And yeah, how I will personally build her, again, speed crit is what I would probably do, or speed immunity depending on your speed. And I would have to experiment with artifacts, but probably something like a Portrait, or maybe if I want to go super spicy in Etika. So yeah, that's all it for Luluca for today. Frida Wolf, amazing VA. She also voices Aether and Bellona, if you didn't know. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.